Happy Thursday, guys. Another beautiful day. Always. It's not overly hot, which is perfect because my AC is not working. So it's getting a little warm in the house. But luckily, it's not overly hot. So hopefully, can get things fixed up before this next heat wave comes. um, yeah. Oh my gosh, guys. It's crazy. I'm in such a flow state. It's beautiful. Last night, the new moon, I did some, I set some very powerful intentions for myself for releasing. And wow, did I ever release. It's really good to write stuff down and even say it out loud, guys. It's very powerful stuff. And just really meditate into those intentions and just release everything that's dense, that's holding you back from you don't even know what, right? You won't find out until you release them. So I did all kinds of releasing yesterday. And here's the crazy thing, guys. Um, just like I had that major release of stop lifting weights and wanting to find new ways to move my body, I'm doing that. And I don't even know how I'm doing it, guys. I'm not trying to learn. I'm just like remembering. It's like I already have skills that I didn't even know that I had, right? Like just everything. Um, just put some music on and start dancing and just see what happens. So I did lots of dancing last night. And I've been just doing a lot of body weight stuff and playing with the kids in the grass and just being a kid myself. And it's amazing, right? Running around and sprinting and um, doing all kinds of stuff. It's incredible. I have so much energy now. It's like that was such a dense attachment that I had. It's like I have to work out this many times a week and it has to be this long and it has to be at this time, and it's like holy moly, that's dense, right? So now a crazy thing is another attachment I had was with food, right? But I actually figured out why I was such a foodie, right? And that's not to say that I'm not a foodie. I love food. I still am. I just have things are changing in that regard as well, guys. Like I normally have a monstrous appetite, and like when I'm done eating my plate, I always want more, and it's like why, right? I mean, I can get away with it. My energy's flowing good, and I'm not packing on any excess weight from force feeding like all this yummy stuff, right? And I mean, I like for the most part, like it's pretty healthy stuff, and whatever sweets I have is usually homemade and stuff. Make it with love. But here's the crazy thing, guys. What I realized is all these thoughts and emotions and belief systems and programs that you have running in your subconscious that you might not even know are there, they all require energy. Okay, so you have to feed those programs and thoughts and emotions and all that. They're hungry, guys. Okay, they're hungry, and it's not you. Okay, so I had throughout the week, because I'm always I try to stay as present as I possibly can and take some time for me in between, doing my other duties, right, being a parent and all the other things, taking care of the house and whatnot. Um, I try to find some quiet time to really go into that subconscious and see what's weighing me down, right? Especially if I do feel some dense energies, which I really did feel this week. And I talked to some other people who felt it as well. So I identified a lot. I actually was able to shine the light on many, many things that I was holding on to that were so dense, guys, and I needed to release them. And so that's what my powerful intentions were last night. And I released, and it was crazy because I made myself some supper and it was waiting for me and I just didn't even want to eat it. That's not like me, guys. That is not like me. I'm a huge foodie. I made some really delicious, rich food and it was waiting for me. And I just wanted to dance, guys. I wanted to dance in the rain and I was dancing and I was just like, this is so strange, right? It's the human ego is like, yo, you got to eat, Chris. You love food and it's getting late. You better eat some food, right? You got to have supper. It was always, I'm like, oh yeah, I always need to have supper. And I just didn't want it, guys. And so I did sit down and I ate, but I I finished my plate and then I had this big salad and I didn't even end up trying it. I was like, should I at least try it? And I was like, well, why? You're not hungry at all. Like you literally are like almost like I don't want the food, right? And then I literally had two blondies, right, which are like brownies, but they're more like kind of like a cookie bar that I had made homemade, and they were waiting for me for dessert because it's like I need my dessert. And I literally looked at them and I was like, well, I won't eat the salad, but at least eat a blondie, right? Because it's like a treat, and I love to have my treats at night. And it's like I literally looked at it. I was like, no, thank you. I don't want this. I don't need this. I don't want it. And that's amazing, guys, because of the crap that I released, right, from my subconscious. My appetite's already down now, guys. Like I don't even know what time it is. I haven't eaten anything yet. I've been very productive this morning, just cleaning my house and stuff, and getting some other stuff done. So it's amazing, guys. Just something to be aware of. You'll feel lighter. It's like now you're gonna lose weight, but it wasn't the food that was the problem, guys. It was the dense energies that you're holding on to, that they're like energy vampires, and they're sucking your energy blood, right? They're trying, you need to feed them, right? Like if you got rid of so much crap, then you're not holding on to anything, you're in a flow state. How much food are you really gonna need, guys, right? So anyways, I took a lot of footage of last night. I had a me night, and I also set intentions for some ego death, okay? And wow, did I ever get it. It's intense. These videos are so intense. They can be very funny, but if you're very much controlled by your ego, these videos will be outrageously offensive and triggering, right? So it's like I really do want to share them and post them. And I know triggering is a loving thing, so it's like I never have intentions to hurt anybody's feelings or anything like that, but man, are they ever blunt. Like I learned so much. It was like I felt like I was not human last night, and I just observed all these human things, like all these rules, right? Like it started raining and my towel was out in the rain. It's like, oh, well, I better bring this towel in because the towel's not supposed to get wet, and I shouldn't be out here on my phone in the rain and videotaping this, like that, all this stuff, right? And then I had so many things going. I was cooking in the kitchen. I had laundry going, and like Zoe wanted inside in the rain, and it ended up. It was very funny because I was just like really shining the light on how we live as humans, right? And it's so stressful. And I mean, you don't have to just stop doing laundry and stop cooking and stop doing all these things and stop working. Like you don't have to do that. That's not the point, guys, of the videos and stuff. What I'm saying is just take a step back and observe your life, right? And when you start to realize how stressful it is, just shift your perspective, right? Just enjoy doing what you're doing and stay present, right? So let's say you are doing laundry. Focus all your attention on the laundry and how can you have fun doing the laundry, right? What thoughts, how can you shift your mindset into being like, this is fun, or even laugh. This is silly, right? It's like, oh, okay, that's what I was doing. I was taking all the dense, like heavy, wet clothes and putting them into the dryer and then pushing a button. And I made a joke about it. I'm like, guys, this is really funny. Like, oh, look at all these clothes. They're so dense, right? And then I'm going to put this in here and then I'm going to press this button and then it's going to do the work for me, right? So humans are so smart. We invent these things so that we have more time, right? More time to create new problems and new stressors, and that's what we live. So if you look at it from that perspective and you laugh, then just be like, okay, I'm going to do laundry right now. I'm going to have the most fun experience doing the laundry, right? I'm going to laugh. I'm going to sing, whatever you need to do to make that experience enjoyable. And then you move on to the next one, right? But if you're doing the laundry and you're rushing through it because you're already thinking about the next thing you have to do, then that's like unnecessary suffering, right? That's just like, that's chaos in your mind. And it's like your adrenaline starts going to try to put you in this rushful state, right? Like just do things gracefully, right? So my videos are really making fun of the human experience and how we're so like just unaware. We're just doing things very we're very unconscious in everything that we do because we're just always focused on the next thing, right? So it's like just slow down, do all the things that you need to do, and and be we also condition ourselves. It's like, if I get this done, then I deserve to relax, right? If I work, then I deserve to get paid, right? All these things, it's like, if you do this, then you can have this, right? It's like, that's not unconditional love, guys, for yourself. And these systems that are telling you like, yeah, we'll give you this if you do that, right? Like, oh, it's crazy, right? So just allow yourself to feel relaxed in every moment of everything that you do, right? During your day at work, like make your work the best experience, right? Talk to people and like be real, be human, be a little bit raw, right? Like don't be afraid to be your authentic self, okay? There's a lot of people that do that at work. And actually, I've worked with many people that were just had so much fun at work, and it was so inspiring, and I was almost like, I wish I could be more like that, right? And it's like now I am, right? Because I saw they kind of shine the light as to be like, hey, you're at work, there's always this, oh, we have to be super duper duper professional. Like obviously context is key, right? I don't know what everybody does here, but just have as much fun as you can, right? And interact as like spiritual beings in a human body, right? So it's like we can express ourselves more and love. We don't have to be dull and be so like filtered and prepare for every presentation and stuff, right, guys? Like just let things flow. It's important, right? That's how you live the best experience you can, right? So now if you take a step back and observe everything and change your perspective and be enjoying every activity, even the ones that you wouldn't normally enjoy, just try to find some sort of joy. Put some music on while you're cooking in the kitchen, right? Dance around a little bit, flow. Like don't be so like abrupt and so tense and stuff, right? Just be like let loose and whatever, right? Or and take breaks too, right? Don't jump from one thing to the next thing. Like sort of if you have a whole day to get a few things done, like just flow with the day, right? It's like I take breaks here and there and I'll go out and just get a change of scenery, go outside for a little bit, then come back in, and it's like it really changes the energy. It sort of refreshes you and stuff, right? So yeah, just a whole other way. This is a very gentle video in comparison to the ones that I took last night, right? So I'm sure I will end up posting them because I like to be raw and just show you. I'm always in different moods, different states, right? So sometimes I'm in this high energy, hyper state, and I'm just so blunt, like just stuff comes out of my mouth that it's like, wow, I guess that was waiting to come out, right? And that's what's funny is as a child, guys, I don't know if anybody here knows me or knew me as a child growing up. I was always this shy kid. I always felt different, right? It was like I didn't resonate with a lot of the things. So I tend to keep to myself, but I did have this desire to be so like social and interactive with people, but I didn't resonate with a lot of the energies that were there, right? And all these different groups and stuff. I just wanted to feel like I'm belong to everything, right? And so I would kind of migrate to all these different groups, but I didn't really know where I belonged, right? And the beautiful thing is I saw so many different versions of myself through different people, right? So it's like, oh, this person's amazing. Like, look at them. They speak their truth and they dance around and they have fun and stuff, right? And it's like I just didn't have the confidence to be that way, and my programming and my subconscious mind was telling me that I shouldn't be that way. That's not you, right? And it's like, well, why not? I want to be that way, right? So now, like, I'm finally bringing all those aspects, all these different people that came in and out of my life to show me different versions of myself. And now it's like, I don't know who I want to be. It all depends on the moment. Right now, I'm kind of a calm, relaxed mode. I got some house cleaning done and stuff. So, yeah, I'm just feeling accomplished and relaxed, and just felt called to share this video to share that huge insight about like feeding your trapped emotions and thoughts and all these things, right, with food, and then you release those things, and then it's like your appetite goes way down, right, because you're flowing. So anyways, yeah, my mood is always changing, guys. You go with the flow, and like there's times I'm crying, there's times I'm laughing, there's times I'm swearing. It's like it just all depends on what the energy is, right? Just be, right? That's the key is are we human beings, or are we being human? Okay? That's the key, right? If you're a human being, right, you're going to enjoy life a lot more. But if you're being human, then that's dense, guys. It's really dense because we just put all these expectations and try to control, manipulate all the outcomes, and we're always trying to impress, the authority figures and the systems and all this and that, right? I'm not saying be a rebel, but go in through new eyes, right? Go in through new eyes, and anything that is really dense that you really need to cut out physically, like have the courage to do it, right? Like take baby steps, but even people and stuff, right? Don't settle for less than you deserve, right? And try to go within to figure out what it is that you deserve. And honestly, guys, you deserve the world. This is your world too, right? You deserve every beneficial aspect that's offered to us, right? It's all ours. We're not born into this system where we owe anything, right? We don't owe anything, right? We are having this experience. This is our gift. Your life is your gift, right? So claim it, guys. Claim it. Step into your power. Take your power back and create the reality that you desire, right? And things are always changing, right? So don't be afraid to start over as many times as you want. Try things and process of elimination, and just keep going, guys. All right, that's how you play the game, right? That's how you play the game of life and enjoy every moment. All right. So anyway, hope that was helpful, and I hope you guys have a beautiful day.